Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news.
Welcome back to our channel. A lot has happened over the weekend, of course, still on APC primaries. And let's quickly deviate to other states. It's been reversed for a while now. There've been some happening in Lagos State, of course, we're going to give you videos on that. Of course, in Adamawa State, it's been another news entirely. In Imo State, it's been drama. Of course, we're going to allow you to watch a video in a moment, but let's start with Imo State. And it's been gnashing of teeth galore. Now, this is coming from the same constituency, the same local government where Cubana Chief Priest is from, the same local government area where Chief Hope Uzodinma, the incumbent governor of Imo State, the same local government area where Roger Okorocha, the former Imo State governor, also from. And the people of Orlu have decided to speak very loudly. Let's dive in. As some of the indigents have told Nigerians what played out. Remember, some few hours ago, a day ago, Cubana Chief Priest lost his ticket. He was vying for House of Rep, and everybody saw him as the coordinator, or he is the coordinator of a City Boys movement in Imo State. Very close ally and good friend of Sheyi Tinubu, the son of the sitting president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Well, it looks as if game of politics sometimes, or most times, is played in grassroots level. Let's find out in a moment. They said that Uzodinma, according to the indigents of Orlu, they said Uzodinma won because he's the incumbent. Orlu just proved them wrong. This wasn't politics as usual. This was Orlu speaking. And when Orlu speaks, according to them, you will listen. It's no longer news that Roger Okorocha lost. It's no longer news that Cubana Chief Priest, the self-acclaimed City Boys chieftain of Imo State, lost so badly. He lost so badly, it wasn't even close. But if you don't know Orlu, you will call this a power play. Now, let me break it down to you. If it was just politics, Roger Okorocha would still be standing. Now, remember in 2021 to 2025, even a primary 3 pupil in Orlu was cursing the governor's name. The streets were loud. Social media was louder. Over 70% of the people were demonizing Hope Uzodinma. And the painful truth, most of them didn't know why. Mind you, I lived in Orlu from 2013 till last year. I saw at least the sound, orderly and quietly progressing Orsu local government area. And then I saw how the fire started. I saw who poured the fuel, and I'm watching how it's finally dying down. When the security came for Orlu, the big names ran fast. That's the fact. They didn't just run. They sat in Abuja. They sat in Lagos State, busting fuel into the fire just to make the governor look bad, they said. While they were safe, it was your mother's shop that burned. Your brother's bike that got seized. Your neighbor's son who couldn't go to the hospital on Monday and died at home. And what did Chief Priest do? Cubana Chief Priest. He's from Omohu Okabia, Orsu local government area. When the people cried, he was silent. When the houses were raised, he was posting cruise videos from clubhouses in the city. They told grieving mothers, this is the process to Biafra. They told the dying, go to hell. At first I thought, are these people blind? Don't they know that in Nigeria, with a constitution, the quest for independence is a National Assembly matter, not a machete on the road? Then I realized, most of them knew the truth. They were just too scared to say it out loud. They begged their wealthy brothers, those same politicians from their towns, for help. But their cries fell on deaf ears. Now fast forward to 2026. The same people who told you a machete cut on the road to Biafra is better than living under Hope Uzodinma came back begging for political favors. This is extremely ridiculous. And Orlu answered, not with violence, not with insults, but with their votes. Cha 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 cha, Orlu kwenu. You guys have earned my respect once again. That vote was a scream. a scream for every house burnt, a scream for every child that went down at home on Monday, a scream for every breadwinner died without an apology, a scream against the men who ran when the bullets started flying. Honestly, Orlu didn't vote for the party. Orlu voted against betrayal. Recall that this is just the primaries. More betrayers will still shed tears before 12 noon on the main election day. So no, Ozodema's win isn't because he's the incumbent, it's because the people finally got tired of being used. Orlu spoke, and history will remember what they said. All of this is coming from an Orlu indigene in Imo State, as they stand firm and said they are going to pay back all politicians from that zone that deserted them when they needed them the most. And you will not come with crumbs begging for favor for them to be re-elected. And hence, they voted unanimously, just in primary. So imagine this happening in Rivers. That looks like it's an impossible task. But let's watch a video in Lagos State where Desmond Elliot, the former Nollywood star, come politician, is shedding premium tears over the fact that he's calling out APC on this dangerous threat they're doing to him. It's best to listen to him. Please take a listen and let's meet in a conversation after the video.
Good day, great Surularians. My name is Desmond Elliot and I represent you at the Lagos State House of Assembly. While I want to appreciate the president of this great country, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and of course the party leadership for allowing direct primaries to hold across the country, we say thank you so much, because this is meant to test the popularity of all the aspirants across board. But I want to bring to your notice that intimidation, coercion, arm twisting, and forcing people to follow their own candidate is what is existing today in Surulere. Telling them that they will not be beneficiaries of some empowerment that is coming some other time. Please, this is not done, should not be done. We are all members of the same party. We've been intimidated so much so that a lot of people from the local government are being fired because they follow me. That should not be allowed. It is bad enough that the LGA at the local government already took a side months ago. The local government already took a side to support a particular aspirant. I didn't say anything, but they were shocked to have seen the quantum number of people and supporters that we've had and have followed us because they believe in justice and they believe in fair play. More so, my security personnel was taken away from me yesterday for reasons best known to I don't know. Now I am left alone to myself. What have I done? They are coming out to fight us. They want to bring people from outside and from within to cause mayhem and to cause trouble. Please allow for a free, fair election on the 20th of May 2026. Come peacefully, stand behind your candidates, and by the grace of God, if I, Desmond Olushola, wins, Alhamdulillah. If I, Desmond Olushola, wins, Alhamdulillah. If I, Olushola Desmond Elliot, wins, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. If I lose, I will throw my support to the winner, of course. But please let it be under a free, fair election. I want to ask our party chieftains, please investigate this matter. To all you lovers of Desmond Olushola Elliot, who believe in accessibility, that yes, when you call him, he will answer. Those who know that when it comes to treating the widows, in health insurance, school for children, scholarship for kids, you believe in me. Do not be intimidated. Come out on that day, because there will be maximum security guaranteed from the party. I am telling you this for sure. Do not forget, tomorrow the 18th, come out en masse and vote for Wasiu Eshiloku. On the 18th, which is tomorrow Monday, please come out en masse for Wasiu Eshiloku. On the 20th, come out for Desmond Olushola Elliot at the various polling units. On the 20th, which is Wednesday, come out for him. 21st, our one and only His Excellency Kodakadri Hamzat. Please come out on the 21st for governorship candidate. And on the 23rd, the one, the only Jagaban of Africa, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, on the 23rd of May 2026. Come one, come all. Please don't forget. Stop the intimidation. Stop the intimidation in Surulere. We want peace in Surulere.